Started a new year. I'm not sure if you guys saw the display or the thing that was going on in the game. It literally was a big disco ball in the sky. It says shoots up, it explodes 2023. It looks pretty sick. Even got the little llama on top of it. I mean, just to spice things up. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you some of the cool ways I box people just like this. Lots of little tips and tricks in this video and lots of cool techniques that I'm going to show you and some cool things with the hammer if you don't know already. I have so many highlight clips that I've been gathering since the start of the season, and I thought that this would be the perfect video to show you guys a little all-in-one type of guy. Fighting in arena can get a little difficult, but I'm hoping that with these tips alone that you'll be able to learn something. Use code KenBeans and let's hop right in. There's around somewhere in the mid-20s of different situations in this one video. One of the things you cannot fall for in 2023 is this very classic move where you flip the stair as you're getting boxed. A lot of players, when they do piece control, it looks very sloppy, just like this guy, and I smack him in the face. So this next one kind of happens quick, but you got to be really careful about how when you exploit out of boxes with the hammer, you can see this guy thought I completely left the box, but I came down and just smacked him up real quick. So in this one, there's actually a bunch of things going on, but you'll notice the second I'm falling down, I kind of delay it to see if he makes an edit real quick. This little pause right here was intentional so that if he does make an edit, I can pickaxe it as I'm falling. All around, this has to be the fastest kill I got all season. So this is a move that I actually fell for, and a lot of times you got to be real careful about backing up. Even though I had this whole box, I decided to back up, and this guy realized that I was in an awkward situation. So naturally, he goes to double edit my back. Now, if you do get caught in a situation, I realized I had a 50-50, but notice how I'm hugging the wall really close to me. This is what gives me a little bit more time because now he has to fully commit. So then at that point, it's straight 50-50. Whoever gets the most pump damage wins. Now, don't get me wrong, there's still a lot of drones on the game, especially at the start of fights. Sometimes I just let them come to me. So you'll see I handle this guy very quickly. I let him edit, I shoot and place a wall, and now I'm doing this piece control, but I'm expecting him to just run right at me. I'm not sure why this guy likes to run into people's piece control. This is a really solid way to just clean up kills fast. Just let them come to you, always be ready to shoot and place a wall. I like to do this at the start of fights because most of the time they don't really know if I have 0 ping or not yet. As I'm falling down, you'll notice the wall is practically ready for me to take the second I hit the ground. Pairing that with going deep to the left like I'm doing, it sets me up for a very nice peek. What's really smart about this situation is the fact about how I'm backing up as I get the first couple shots in him, so that way he has no way to counter me. Lots of players I watch, they get the full piece and run into the box. So this is a cool technique with the hammer if you don't know. In 2023, definitely going to be a lot of people using this, and this even happened to me a bunch. I'm waiting to use the hammer directly above this guy's box, and as he's falling, I'm looking to build below him. You could see he had no idea what was going on. Most players are just like this. They have no clue. So here's a really good one. I use this against Jivin too. It works a lot. This guy didn't work so well. You know when people try to pre-fire you, they just sit there with their shotgun as you take the wall. So what I do is do a fake pickaxe swing. So I show him that I'm doing the motion so that way he shoots a shotgun. But against someone who's ready to pre-fire you, do exactly what I'm showing you right now. So here's a move I learned from playing against a bunch of pros in creative actually. It works a lot. And when I try to set up a box fight with someone, this guy, he's playing behind a peak, I'm playing behind a peak. Pretty much I'm trying to bait him into making an edit and resetting so I can run in under the right side, try and grab that wall and make an edit, and he's just caught with his map out. Box fight scenarios like this, just try and run underneath them. If you do this quick enough, chances are you'll probably be able to get the kill like I did here. Too bad the third party shoved the shotgun straight up my. So here's another move. This is a slept down one. In 2023 especially, I learned this from Epic Whale watching him like I would say a chapter ago or something. So when you're in a position like this, notice how I'm full boxed. What I'm doing is going to the far right side and trying to pickaxe this wall to shove a stair and block this guy's angle. Now from here, I kind of just finished the full box and edit on him and he's taken off guard. So when you're trapped in a box, you can kind of look to break the wall and shove a stair in that box if possible. This is how I kind of flip the scenario around so that I'm in control. Anytime, especially in 2023, whenever someone hammers, you got to be careful so that they don't grab the walls to the side of you. You'll see I'm not really focused on grabbing the wall in front of this guy, but more so on the side of him, the one that he doesn't expect. After that, it's easy peasy quick death. Here I have to say is literally one of the most beautiful clips I got, and these retakes that I'm doing right now work so well it's not even funny. I'm gonna slow the whole thing down so you can practice this exact move in creative. I'm telling you, this is my go-to retake. it works so well. Even after that, to finish up all this piece at the very end, you'll notice how I'm on the corner and I place the cone from all the way over here and then the wall. So when I'm fighting someone in arena and I realize they're not keeping up a whole lot of pressure on me, you're gonna notice I'm doing this one particular thing. It's kind of like happening all at once though. I'm going all the way around this guy's box, not sitting on a wall for too long. I'm piecing him from below, and at one point or another at the end of this fight, I have almost every area blocked so that if I take this wall, he's dead. The goal as you get better at the game is to try and make people feel trapped. When I verse a pro, this is what I realized they're really, really good at. So that's why I'm trying to practice this in my arena fight. So here's a quick thing you have to be careful for, especially when you're versing someone that's most likely on controller. It's going to happen more often. But I noticed that whenever you spray at someone's wall, they're just naturally going to hold their map out. They don't want bullets to bleed through and whatnot. So I kind of use that to my advantage sometimes when I'm box fighting people, to jump into the box like right away. At this point, it's just a really quick way to wrap up kills. So I kind of like this right here. When people jump right up in front of my face, it's a really quick way for me to get some good damage on them because they always have a delay when they try and take out their shotgun. You'll notice how when I'm attacking this guy's box, he's set up in a 1x2, right? So I'm spraying one wall, but you'll notice how I got the wall in the back. That makes him rebox. And when he does that, you'll notice how the last wall for him to build is the one that he went in from. But just because we have the same name does not mean I cannot put you in my video. So here's more so some of the same stuff where I'm showing you another example of how I'm trying to get people to rebox, and I'm constantly revolving and closing off angles by boxing them from below, shoving stairs in their box. I went on like 3 different walls in the matter of 4 seconds. So I'm fighting this guy, he's getting pretty sweaty, and you'll notice that once he kind of cracks me and all this stuff, I shoot the stair and place it back myself to try and stop the bleeding, stop the damage. Now once I leave, I go to rebox up, and I know that this guy's going to be pretty antsy to get into my box, so I use that to my advantage. When I have 2 boxes, I love to set up this really nice peak here. As you can see, I'm really not even seen, and that's a really strong way to get a crack on someone who's trying to be the aggressor in the fight. So I'm not sure if you guys aren't doing this already, but for those of you who are advanced enough to take walls from 1 box below, you'll notice how I didn't confirm the edit right away because I saw that he went into a new box. So by pausing and giving this slight delay, it was able to set me up with a really nice peak. So you'll notice I'm always trying to give myself a mental checklist in my head. Should I make this edit? No, he's looking at me, so let me back up, reset the wall, and go for a better peak. I'm not always trying to 50-50, especially against the drone, because those people have god tier aim. It's always risky trying to launch right in front of people, and I end up getting hit because of it. So right away, I create 2 boxes, right? This is a move I do a ton, and it looks like I'm kind of in the first box. So if I just back up, place a wall real quick, let him take the wall in front of me, I go for a peek, a shot, and now we're good to go. I got some return damage back, and we can go back to the normal box fighting situation. That's a really quick way to tell someone to just to screw off. So you'll notice this guy is not falling for this move, but I'm taking out my shotgun, taking out my pickaxe right in front of his wall. I'm hoping that he makes an edit so that I could shoot and place my own wall. By now in the new chapter, especially with how much times people rebox up, you should always look to try and grab the cone and the wall at once. Kind of showing you again more so in this next clip. Right away, if I want to get a quick kill, boom, 2 pieces at once, and I just wrap that up to get my mats. If you're looking for a way to finish fights faster, this is the way to do it. So with the game on the line, I'm rolling up into this next fight. It's a 1v1, and this guy hammers right up in front of my face. So I hold my shotgun out, wait for myself to drop down, and it's practically GG at that point. Even when I'm weak, I'm not even stressed because you're always going to have first shot if you're just ready for it. This one is more so when I'm fighting this duo. You could see that they're kind of frantic. They're running around like crazy. When I saw this guy in wood, I do all the edits and stuff, but I'm trying to play further back. Whenever you go for 50-50 edits, it's always just a general rule of thumb to try and back up a lot. This is a really spicy clip, really spicy edit. Sometimes I kind of bait people into dropping on my wall, especially when I have 2 walls in front of me like this. No matter which one they grab, I'm gonna look to cone and place a wall to block them and kind of trap them in that box. I made a really good tight peek here. This was just sexy on every level. Oh my god. Too bad I choked the edits at the end. This play would have been 10 out of 10. So here's a quick one. You got 2 guys coming in on the edge of the zone here, and I end up using my SMG, getting both of them cracked, one of them dead. And as I'm rolling up into this next guy, I try to just take the wall, and I realize that I didn't get the wall, and the wall didn't even break. Now he's jumping and holding his map out. So when I see this is when I instantly set up a floor and a stair, jump right into that box. 2 seconds, he's dead. It may look like it's random, but a lot of times when you don't get the wall, people just naturally will hold their wall. So that's when I take the initiative to get right in their face. This is me playing really safe in arena, and this is what you should always be doing whenever you're trying to approach a box. I got cones in front of me, and I'm slowly chipping at walls. If you could set it up just like this, it's just going to be so dang free for you. You'll notice how even with no shotgun right off spawn, I'm still piece controlling killing people, but I'm playing super far back because there's no need to be up close. My AR will do just as fine at medium range, and it will limit the amount of damage I take back with shotgun. So playing further back is the move here. You got to be super careful for people playing below cones like this, because if I side jump, I always place the wall first and then do a quick full box. This works so much times, it's unbelievable. It's been your man Ken. I posted 100 tips and tricks video. It's going to be linked somewhere on the screen now, so check that out if you haven't. It's doing really well. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next vid. Peace.